Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Myers and I'm the creator of a communication theory known as Masculine Messages. What Masculine Messages is all about is about men and how they see themselves as men. Okay, this is all about their self-concept of masculinity. And basically what I did was I developed a communication theory that studied the communication between men and other value communities that had to deal with their own self-concept of masculinity.
What defines my masculinity to me is several different things. I think it starts out with relationships, the relationships you develop, and I think from the relationships you develop with your dad, and for me it was my cousins and things like that. It grew into different sports and different hobbies that I took up, music, baseball, things like that, and to me that helps define me as a man.
My relationship with my wife, as she backs up my decisions as a leader in our family. I think with relationships with my friends, my coworkers, my brother, my dad, I think all of those things combined really define who I am as a man.
The first valued community in a man's life is the relationship that the man has with his father. From a very early age, the boy looks at his dad and thinks to himself, am I like Dad? Am I a man? Do I have what it takes just like my father does? And the father sends him messages, either verbal or nonverbal, all the time telling the boy if he really has what it takes to be a man.
I know my dad trusts me. I appreciated the fact that my dad trusted me. In certain circumstances, such as, me wanting to play sports with older guys, playing basketball with older guys or playing football with older guys, my dad wouldn't hold me back by any means. He'd always, let me go ahead and get myself, in the games. And if I got hurt, I got hurt. If I, did good, I did good. But no matter what, he trusted me. I would say that's the way how he affirmed my masculinity, just allowing me to do things without his help.
The role that the father plays in affirming his son's masculinity is huge. I mean, it's really key. Think about Jesus. Before he goes into temptation, before he does any of his public ministry, he has a baptism, and in that baptism, his father verbally affirms his son. He tells his son, "This is my son in whom I'm well pleased." He sent him an affirming masculine message. And that masculine message is what Jesus took and carried with him throughout the rest of his life.
My father affirmed my masculinity several times throughout my life, but there's one instance I can think of. It was whenever I was playing baseball. I was a young kid and things like that, and I didn't really know which way to go, but my dad helped point me in the right direction by taking me out and playing catch and just working with me on different baseball things, and I think that helped establish at a very young age my masculinity.
The second valued community in a man's life has to do with the other male friends that he has. These are his brothers, his comrades, his buddies. These are the other men that he's really close to. In the sports arena, you see this all the time, that pat on the back, that job well done. Those are all messages that communicate to the man that you have what it takes and you're part of our group.
To begin with, we first found that common ground and we went from there. And we realized that just that first basis of sports, we found so much more. And we saw things that were different about each other too, but that still helped us grow.
Yeah, and our differences aren't like annoying differences. Like a lot of people, I guess especially being roommates and things like that, the greatest thing is that the differences he has, I think, are things that I can grow from, and the things that I'm different from him in, I guess,
absolutely,
are things he can grow from as well.
Complementary.
Yeah, complementary.
A big problem is that many men don't have other close male friends in their community. They're doing what I like to call acting like a lone wolf. They're just out there away from the pack. And the problem with this is that when times get tough, when they're really searching for that masculine affirmation, for that good, healthy self-concept, there's no other men to pull them up and to give them strength along the journey.
Men affirm your masculinity. They make you who you are. They're there to support you and build you up. I think that without men, we would fail because we wouldn't have not only support, but we wouldn't have them to judge us and them to help us when we're doing things wrong. Not only do friends build you up to get you over that mountain, but they also affirm your masculinity by the camaraderie of just being with them.